GovSlack, our new digital headquarters for government, for public sector, state and local organizations as well. My name is Arjuna Rivera. I've been with Slack for about a year and 3 or 4 months. And previous to joining Slack, I was in the aerospace and defense industry. And one of the things that is really passionate about Slack is its ability to bring organizations together as it relates to not only aerospace and government, but as well as state and local organizations, educations, and nonprofits. So just by show of hands, a little bit of audience participation. Who uses Slack today? Okay, so we have some that don't. That's okay. Thank you, Slack user. And hopefully our mission statement really resonates with you around Slack is here to make your working life more simpler, more pleasant, and more productive. And today, our commercial Slack meets very high security and compliance requirements. And with GovSlack, we're taking it to the next level. So before I jump into further detail, more technical detail around GovSlack, I'd like to highlight a few things. So today, our enterprise grid offering from a security and compliance standpoint meets FedRAMP moderate level of compliance, as well as DoD SRG IL4. So think about the DoD, IL2, the impact levels that are supported by our enterprise grid offering. It does not support ITAR or export control information, and I'll talk more about that within GovSlack. But we really wanted to meet key public sector, compliance and security requirements, making sure that employees are continuing to be productive and efficient, and then also reducing that friction of being able to collaborate externally. So let's talk about GovSlack. So a few things that I want to draw your attention to, and we'll go into way more detail within the time frame that we have. But a few things. Right now, we're in our audit process to be FedRAMP high. So think about controlled unclassified information, your ability to process that type of data in a FedRAMP high environment, that's GovSlack. We're also in the current process of being audited for our DoD SRG IL4. So any organizations, Department of the Defense, federal agencies that require IL4, GovSlack is your Slack version of choice. And GovSlack is the only Slack product that is ITAR compliant. So from an export control standpoint, you can process export control information in GovSlack. Our commercial Slack offerings live in AWS commercial regions, so think East and think West. GovSlack lives in AWS GovCloud. One of the other encryption products that we offer with GovSlack is EKM. So that's our enterprise key management product that works via AWS's KMS. So if you're familiar with AWS's KMS managed service, you develop your customer managed keys right through KMS, and then we bring them right into GovSlack. So you can manage down to the message level or the file level, cryptographically revoking your particular messages. So GovSlack is the Slack you love today. So channels, clips, huddles, apps. We're in the process of upgrading our workflow builder to our platform 2.0 as part of our GovSlack delivery. So today, workflow builder is not present in GovSlack. It should be offered within the first half of next year. And then finally, Slack Connect. I'll go into more detail in a few charts around Slack Connect and what does that mean from a GovSlack perspective. So just real quick, what I want to do is highlight, again, the compliance. We're in the process of being audited by DISA, by the JAB, by the Army Software Factory for not only our FedRAMP high, but also our FedRAMP high as well as our IL4. As I mentioned earlier, we're ITAR compliant. We're currently being audited from an IL4 perspective. And currently, we're FIPS 140-2 validated from a cryptography standpoint. That's today. One of the great things that we've done with Slack is making sure that your user experience is as seamless as possible. So we have a single user interface. So your client that you're using today for your commercial Slack is the same client you would use with GovSlack. You just simply add your GovSlack workspace into your current client. They do have different authentication, as you can imagine. So think about your identity provider for your commercial. Think about the identity provider that has been available to use in GovSlack. And then once you include both workspaces within your client, it's as seamlessly as toggling between both workspaces. So very seamless user experience. GovSlack, we've also updated our iconography. So you can see the kind of the little Capitol building up on the top of the workspace, as well as you can see labeling inside your messages. On mobile, on web browser, as well as on your client. So the ability for people to know which workspace they're in, what data they can store in the particular workspace was paramount as part of our GovSlack deployment. So the app directory today within GovSlack is supporting all the FedRAMP High, IL4 apps. From an AWS standpoint, all the GovCloud certified marketplace apps. So again, we want to make sure that when you're putting data into Slack, if you're leveraging any app integration, the compliance is end-to-end. From the moment you are uploading from your workstation into Slack, leveraging any of the apps, they're all compliant. Slack Connect is one of our greatest features that we're seeing a lot of traction, especially collaborating with third parties. So with GovSlack, what we're doing today is offering the same Slack Connect feature set as you would with your current Slack Connect, with a caveat. So again, security is paramount here. So if you're in a GovSlack environment, you can only Slack Connect with other GovSlack organizations. Now, that doesn't preclude you from inviting individuals like single-channel guests, multi-channel guests, or full members. But when you talk about org-to-org, like if you want to talk Army to Navy, to Air Force, or to other agencies, they too have to be on GovSlack. So again, think about that end-to-end data protection and compliance. So I have a quick 2-minute demo that I'd like to show you. It has voiceover, so I'm going to stop talking. So please listen to the demo.
A partner of the U.S. military. James supports a critical project known as Alpha, which is focused on protecting the lives of U.S. citizens overseas. GovSlack enables users to collaborate with each other in purpose-built spaces known as channels, and allows users to take advantage of digital-first tools like huddles and clips to create one-to-one or one-to-many engagements with their colleagues and teams. Because the GovSlack and Slack user experiences were designed to be so similar, it was critical that our end users understand when they're operating in GovSlack. GovSlack has built-in special badging and banners throughout the interface. GovSlack simplifies coordination with partners outside your organization through shared channels and direct messages. Within each region that James supports, he's able to coordinate and direct the needs to the right person and organization in an instant. Acme utilizes Slack Connect channels to have secure, direct, and real-time access to its partners and contractors, ultimately to protect the lives of its American families. Next, Slack allows you to bring not only your teams and partners in one place, but also your tools. The Slack platform offers the ability to bring in software apps and tools into the space where the conversation is happening. Full integration with Office 365 GCC High means nobody misses calendar updates or misplaces OneDrive documents relevant to the conversation with their military counterparts. In the back office, the IT teams build custom tooling integrated to Slack to drive Acme's work, tracking their work in Jira and GitHub. Slack centralizes the administration of GovSlack in a single console with granular controls. Slack administrators can set session duration, block data exfiltration through file downloads, and integrate with mobile device management to the most stringent controls. Enterprise Key Management encrypts all message data using your organization's controlled keys. Administrators can revoke access to those keys unilaterally and cryptographically, preventing Slack or any user from reading messages in a specific channel or in a specific time range.
Okay, so hopefully that demo gave you a little sense of what it looks like, not only from a user perspective, but also from an administrator standpoint. Slack is over in the Salesforce Contact Hub. If you have any questions or you haven't visited, I'll be there tomorrow morning. My shift is actually over for today, so answer any questions you may have. We could do some now, so please make sure to stop by our booth. Any questions that I could take?